Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Warren caught by Allen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cook, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You got three down.
Cook operating from the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw on 2nd down. Warren looking sideline, incomplete. A look now at the defensive starters for Philadelphia. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder. Because they want
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, look at that. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
Cook now from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On the draw, this is Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Russell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Draw play, Cohen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off the play fake. Warren, he sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Warren. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on first down. Warren. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off play action. Warren. He's going to go up top. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cook. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Cook. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warren.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Looking to throw. Warren. He's got Allen. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they could put together a decent drive, get a couple of 1st downs, maybe a 3rd one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cook.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. From the gun on third down. Warren able to find Shaheen here. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now Cook from the gun on third down. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. It's Stewart. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Throwing, Cook. Open man there is Malone. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Cook, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cook. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw. Cook. That's caught. It's Malone. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Cook firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Looking to throw. Cook. And he's got his man on the out route.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Cook. It's caught by Sanders. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peak to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Warren. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They try again with Cohen. And another tackle broken. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Here's Cook. Off play action. Throwing deep for Stewart. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Cook. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught by Cohen. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Cook operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cook now throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Cook throwing on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Cook going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
A lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Man left, man left. You got 3 down, 3 down.
To throw is Cook. Off the play fake. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. So we have a score to report after all. How about this?
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the fourth quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a one-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for.
Touchdown, Eagles. The kicker on 4-point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Warren. That one caught by Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Warren. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Warren. And he completes it to Cohen. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Warren. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Warren under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to throw. Cook. He completes it to Stewart. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second and 1.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On first down, Warren. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Warren. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Warren. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete. It's Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He's got White here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's complete to White. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 4th down, Warren. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Cut it left. Cut it left.
Here's Cook on 1st and 10. Well, that's complete to Sanders. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Cook on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
On 3rd down, Sanders. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up. And it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Warren. Throw left side complete. It's Gibson.
We play to win. Let's go.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championships.
But they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won now, and they beat the Colts, correct?
Yep, a couple of the more memorable ones for sure. And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Cook. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. On third down, Warren. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here comes the Bears punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful there, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Back to throw. Cook. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
We got 3. We got 3.
Cook now to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Cook. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Cook. Operating from the gun. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Right here. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Back to throw. Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score and win this game.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.